So let's get something straight. There are a lot of men out there who think that women just do not enjoy sexual intercourse, but that's not actually true. A lot of women enjoy intimacy. Of course, there's that whole other spectrum of women who do not, can pretty much live without certain kinds of intimacy, but they're not in the majority. And so if you are dating a woman who's not willing to give up the cookie, there might be a few reasons why, and I've got some theories to share with you on today's video. If you don't know what a cookie is, you probably shouldn't be watching this video. I'll be right back. Jessica here, welcome back. Now, before I jump into the video, here's something for you to know. Now, I get lots of emails, people entering my DM on social media, asking for advice on relationship issues. Now, if you'd like me to answer any of your questions beyond the content that I create on this channel, you're gonna have to join my Patreon community page. Search for me, Jessica OS. So that's patreon.com/Jessica OS, as you can see on the screen. So I'll be waiting to see you in the community for exclusive content as well. Okay, super. So let's jump right in. Today's video highlights the top reasons why your woman won't give you the cookie. I got you. Number one, it might really be a self-esteem issue. You see, not every woman is actually comfortable in her body, okay? There are lots of women whose bodies have gone through a whole lot. Maybe they've had kids before. Maybe they have stretch marks in places they don't like. Maybe they have a belly that's bigger than they would ideally prefer. And all these things sort of work on a woman's psyche, all right? So if you are a guy and she's not too comfortable with you, or there's something going on with her body, she's feeling too bloated because it's that time of the month, or that time of the month is approaching, etc., etc., she most likely will not be willing to give anything up at that point in time. A woman needs to be comfortable enough to take off her clothes before you. And I realize a lot of guys tend to find it really easy, like y'all can just strip to it, jump right in from the get-go. For women, it takes a little bit more because she's really body conscious, wants to be sure that everything looks right. Will he like it? How would he feel if he sees this or that, or the scar on my tummy, etc., etc. And people have things that they're insecure about, and women are no different. Number two, she's unsure about how you feel about her. Now, unless the arrangement from the get-go was, hey, you know what, we're just gonna be hitting it with no strings attached, right? Unless that was the arrangement from the get-go, most women will want to see some level of commitment before they give up the cookie, if at all, you know. And so if you're that kind of guy who's not very easy to read, you know, if you're that kind of guy she doesn't really trust or doesn't know too well, she may be hesitant to give up the cookie, and you can't blame her too much for it because, well, she just wants to be sure that, you know, she's protecting her feelings and her heart, and she's not going to be jumping into something that she would regret later. And so if a woman's not sure about you, you're going to get that a lot. Most likely she will not be forthcoming with any kind of, maybe you'll get the kissing and, you know, the touching and stuff like that, but that's as far as it would go. It's not going to be deep at all. And if you want to be able to engage with a woman beyond the superficial, then you're going to have to prove to her that you're worthy of it. It's as simple as that. She's not going to just drop her knickers because you asked her to. Number three. Now, it could also be that you're all about sexual innuendo. Yep, you're not allowing the conversations to flow, and every other comment sort of just comes back to the same point that she's trying to get away from or trying to avoid. Every single thing you say has to be like sexual. Depending on the kind of woman that you meet, that will be a really big turn off. And in actual fact, she may look the other way and never look your way again. Unless, of course, she also likes you on the same kind of level. And then you guys can actually connect on that front. But otherwise, you might be really putting a wedge between you two if every single comment that comes out of your mouth is sexualized or has some link to sex. Not every woman likes that. They like to believe that they have more to offer you than warming your bed. And if all your thoughts and your jokes and your comments just seem to be leading to one thing, yeah, she won't be able to trust you enough to give that to you, because she feels as if, well, if I give it to him, what else are we going to talk about? You know, it seems like that's the only thing he's fixated on. So, quick advice for you: just stay away, steer clear from all those sexual innuendos that you keep putting out there, you know, in your comments. Like, just keep it clean, keep it gentlemanly, keep it simple. Number 4, you're not consistent. Now, nobody likes to deal with people who are not consistent. Maybe she's not giving you the cookie because you have not been able to prove to her that you want her beyond giving you the cookie. All right? You call her today, you don't call her for the next 3 days or 3 weeks. You call her tomorrow, you know, and it always seems as if you only call her when there is nothing else happening in your life. Like, otherwise, you're so busy, you're unavailable, and that kind of thing. If she feels as if the only reason you call her is just for a booty call, because you want sex and you know she'll give it to you, she's going to start rationing it. Indeed, she's going to cut off your rations completely if that's what it takes. You need to be consistent with what you say, how you say it. I'm sorry, guys, but you need to actually prove that you're worth it. Women don't just like to give of themselves in such a manner unless they feel as if the man truly deserves it, or she wants it as badly as he does. So you cannot be inconsistent with her and expect her to just give you the cookie. It doesn't work like that. Number 5. Now, one big elephant in the room when it comes to this particular topic and giving up the cookie is the fact that she may be withholding from you because of religious beliefs or even personal beliefs, you know. For instance, she may have said to herself that she wants to be celibate until she finds the ideal partner, okay? And there's nothing that you will do or say that will make her drop her knickers. And it's just a matter of principles and morals. And if you meet that kind of woman, well, depending on how you look at it, I believe that you've met a gem. Unless, of course, you don't think that you can wait that long to engage, then by all means move on to the next woman. But there's some women who actually hold themselves high in that regard, you know, would rather stick it out until they're absolutely sure about you. And if they're religious as well, maybe they're Christian or Muslim, I mean, whatever their religious affiliation is, that will obviously play a really big role in how she engages with you when it comes to intimacy. If she's a Christian, for instance, then she's not going to be dropping her knickers for you until you guys get married. And you're going to have to weigh the options to see if that's actually what you want to do. And if you want to stick it out and you want to sort of respect her beliefs, then yeah, you stick around. If not, get it going, Joe. Get it going. Number 6. Past trauma can also be a huge, huge, huge thing. Maybe she's been through several relationships where men just slept with her and ran away. Maybe she's been cheated on. Maybe she has gone through some kind or some form of abuse. And these things are real. They happen to women more often than a lot of men realize. And so when you meet a woman who is not so forthcoming, depending on what your true intentions are, you really need to factor in things like that. Past trauma can have a very adverse effect on just the way she approaches things. I would say that if you do find out that she's coming from a place of trauma, you either help her talk through it or encourage her to seek professional help, because it can actually become a big thing if you guys settle down and she's not able to truly resolve the way she feels about her past experiences, else she'll just be carrying that on to the relationship that you guys are hoping to have together. Number 7, infidelity. She could actually be cheating on you. And you know, sometimes women find it difficult to have multiple sexual partners. And so if she has begun to, maybe you guys were sexually active at some point and then suddenly it's dwindled. She's not giving you as much as she wants to. there is a little likelihood that there could be someone else in the picture as well who is giving her what she wants, or she's getting her satisfaction from some other place or from some other guy. And so infidelity also plays a big role. And it's almost as if she feels guilty whenever she comes to you. And for that matter, will not want to engage. Plus, hey, if she just got some from John before she came over to you, then of course you're not going to get any. She's okay. Unless she's one of those people like a nymphomaniac who pretty much just can go and go and go and go, and you'll be the one left exhausted. And the final point, number 8, hygiene. It's easy for men to just sort of get out of their clothes and be ready for action. For a lot of women, they want to make sure that they smell right, or just in the right space. Maybe even she's not wearing the right kind of panties. And this is actually a thing. Because you see, women have those, for instance, underwear that they feel very sexy in. They also have underwear that they do not. And if you happen to catch them on a bad day where, you know, there are probably a few holes in those panties, they're not coming off. Trust me, she will give you all the excuses from here to Jerusalem about why she cannot drop those knickers. There's that, you know, not feeling sexy in her underwear, or just a matter of hygiene. Maybe she feels she's not clean enough and doesn't find your space conducive to be as clean as she would like to be. And this is a thing, so don't trivialize it when she tells you that she does not feel ready for it. It might be purely a matter of hygiene, and maybe a trip to the shower or the bathroom could make her feel more comfortable to engage. Well, there you have it, all the top reasons why she won't give you the cookie. If you like the video, you know what to do. Smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Turn on all notifications so you get a notification every single time I post. And I shall see you in the next one.